Hello everyone and welcome to my top everyday add-ons video 2017 for the Elder Scrolls Online. Some add-ons are maybe only for special occasions and other add-ons are overall a great addition for your gaming experience. As always, I try to make this overview as compact and fast as possible. If you look for a specific add-on, you can take a look in the description. To install easy and fast add-ons, I recommend you to use Minion, which I will link in the description. Also, you can find a video how to install and use Minion if you need help with this topic. So, let's get started and I hope you will enjoy the video. Advanced Filters is in my opinion a must-have add-on. This add-on will improve the interface of your main inventory, personal bank, guild store, vendors and craft bag. It also will give you extra sub-filters to find exactly what you are looking for. That sounds all not so much, but it is so much easier to search stuff in your bank or inventory with all these handy filters, and I'm really happy with this add-on. AwesomeGuildStore adds to the guild store interface many useful things. For example, sub-filter categories similar to the Advanced Filter add-on. Then you get range sliders for level, price and quality filters. Also, you have a text search to filter your current page and many more features. This great add-on improves the trader interface a lot, and I would recommend everyone who wants to buy or sell things via the guild traders to use AwesomeGuildStore. RE Research Grid is a really handy add-on which I use a lot. This add-on allows you to have all the time access to the trait and style knowledge of all your characters. To open or close the RE Research Grid, you can create your own key binding or use the command AIRG. It shows you the research timers for your current trade researches for blacksmithing, woodworking and clothing. All trades marked with an X, you still have to research. Green check marks mean that you already researched this trade, and the hourglass means that you researched at the moment this trade. You can hover over the hourglass and you will see how much research time is left. At the top right, you can anytime switch between all your characters. And at the bottom you have an overview about all the styles and which motive chapters all your characters know. CookeryWiz is my favorite add-on for provisioning. It is a great cooking tool and provides you with a list of all available recipes. You have many search filters, like text search or by quality or level, and you can mark dishes as a favorite. You can see what recipes each of your characters know, and even better, you can share this information with other friends who use CookeryWiz too. Like that, it is easy to share your extra recipes with your friends. Also, you get an icon next to the recipes in your inventory, bank and guild store, where you can see who of your characters or friends does need to learn the cooking recipe. And CookeryWiz can help you with your daily provisioning crafting writs. When you pick up the provisioning writ from the notice board, the order will get placed in CookeryWiz. When you approach then a cooking station, you just have to press cook and you are done. Overall a helpful tool, which I use every day for my daily writs or when I have to prepare meals or drinks for my own characters and for friends. Crafted Potions is a small but really useful add-on. Often the default potions look all the same and you have to read the description to see which potion did you craft. Here the Crafted Potions add-on will help you and color the potions for you. If the potions are crafted and have one bonus, they will be green. With 2 bonuses, they will be blue, and with 3 bonuses, they will be purple. I like this add-on a lot, since I can direct and easily identify by color which are my crafted potions. The next add-on is Destinations, which shows you various points of interest on your map. For example, way shrines, public dungeons, Mundo stones, dolmens, group bosses, group dungeons, quest hubs, crafting locations, solo dungeons, group events, group delves, trials, werewolf and vampire shrines, and many more things. In the add-on options or direct at the map filter options, you can customize what you want to see on your map and compass. To save and switch easily skills and cheer sets, I can recommend you the add-on DressingRoom. You have to install also the DressingRoom Update 13 Ability Fix-Up tool. To use this add-on fix, simply type the command /fixdr into your chat. You need to do this only once per character. For me, DressingRoom works really good and it is easy to understand. When you want to save your armor, you have to shift-click the shield sign. To save your current skill bars, you have to shift-click the small sword icon. At the top field, you can write your description. When you hover over this field, with your mouse, you can see what armor, weapons and jewelry are saved. You can also click on the big Set 1 button, which will load then the gear and boss skill bars. To delete a gear or skill bar, you have to control-click on the shield or sword icon. So when you have to change often gear or skills for PvE, PvP, dungeons or trials, DressingRoom will be really handy for you. Now I will show you one of my favorite add-ons. Dolgubon's Lazy Writ Crafter looks so simple but does an amazing job. Of course, this add-on is only interesting for you if you do your daily crafting writs and master crafting writs. Dolgubon's Lazy Writ Crafter will help to speed up and automate the daily crafting writs for you. There are several options to choose in the add-on properties. For example, you can decide which style materials it should use. By default, it will use the common styles. Also, you can activate that it grabs the writs from the notice board and that it automatically crafts when you use a crafting station. Then you can skip the dialogue when you drop off the daily writ goods. When you turn on the auto loot feature, the add-on will open the reward containers for you. Dolgubon's Lazy Writ Crafter can help you with the daily writs and master crafting writs from woodworking, clothing, blacksmithing and enchanting. Since I have at the moment 4 characters, this add-on helps me a lot to get my daily crafting writs fast and easy done. Furniture Catalogue is at the moment in beta, but I use it already for a while and it works most of the time pretty well. This add-on will provide an extra window where you can take a look what furniture plans your characters know. You have several search filters like crafting type, quality and character. Then you have an overview about all furniture and which materials you need to craft. Additionally, this add-on can show you where you can find purchasable furniture and how much they cost. Most important for me is the tooltip on the furniture plan, so I can easily see if my furniture crafter knows this plan already or not. Keep in mind that this add-on is still in beta, but give it a try as it seems really promising and helpful. The next add-on is about furniture too. FurniturePreview does what its name already says. You can preview with one-click furniture and furniture plans. This works in trading windows, inventory, mail window, guild trader, merchants or the bank. When you see this magnifying glass and left-click, you will see in the background a preview of the furniture piece. Achievement and some rare furnitures can't be previewed. I like this add-on a lot since I prefer to take a look on the furniture plan before I buy it. Group Loot Notifier can be really handy if you try to farm with a group a specific set. This add-on will display in the chat window what items you and your group members looted. It will only show notable items like set items of any color quality and any item of purple quality or better. Also, it will display motifs, recipes or treasure maps. I only activate this add-on if I try to farm with friends' sets, and this add-on is for that situation really nice. Harven's Trade and Style is a small useful add-on. It will add to the armor and weapon tooltip information about the style and trade of the item. Also, you can display on the tooltip if an item is researchable for a character. In the add-on options you can turn off or on alt characters. My main reason for this add-on is that I want to know what style the armor and weapon pieces have. HarvestMap displays resource nodes, chests and fishing spots on your map and compass. There are various options you can tweak and you can even have 3D pins. The icons will show up after you pick the nodes up and you can even import other players' data. In case you don't want to see specific nodes, you can turn them off in the options. This add-on is really handy if you want to farm materials and you wish to easily see where are the specific nodes on your map. Itemization Browser is a good add-on if you want to have in-game an overview of all item sets available in Tamriel. If you want to know what a specific set does or where you can acquire it, this add-on is really useful. The easiest way to access the add-on is to set a shortcut in your keybinding menu. Otherwise you can open it with the command /itembrowser in the chat window. It will open an extra window where you have an overview about crafted, overland, Cyrodiil, dungeons, trials, bind on equip and bind on pickup sets. You have various filter options like specific set, type, bonus, dungeon and you have even a text search. Then I use Louis Extended. It is a huge add-on, but you can customize it to your needs. This add-on can show your and target buffs and debuffs, cooldowns, combat text, damage meter, change the look of your enemy and group unit frames and many more things. Personally, I use it for the long-term buffs which I placed on the top left of my screen, Then the buffs and debuffs, which you can move freely around on the screen too, and the combat text and damage meter. As you can see, there are 4 parts in the add-on options for Louis Extended, with millions of things what you can tweak and change to your wishes. You can change and customize the look of your user interface a lot. Lootdrop is not a necessary add-on for everyone. Since I play the most of the time with a controller, I got annoyed by the in-game options which shows the loot at chat window position. The Lootdrop frame is movable, so I could place it on the bottom right of the screen. Beside of loot, this add-on also displays other things like experience, inspiration, alliance points and Helver stones. In the add-on options menu you can customize Lootdrop for your needs. Most people probably know already Lorebooks, but since it is such a useful add-on, it has to be on the list. If you want to gather fast the Lorebooks from the Mages Guild, you really need this add-on. Lorebooks will add pins on your map and compass for all collectible books in the Elder Scrolls Online. This works for Lorebooks and the Eidetic Memory Collection. In the add-on options you can for example change the map icon and size. Also you can decide what books you want to show on your map and compass. Lost Treasure is one of my must-have add-ons and I would everyone recommend to use it. I still remember when I started to play the Elder Scrolls Online and I got my first treasure map. I was looking at the picture and tried to find out where is that location. After running around for a while, I decided to search the position online. So I had to tab out all the time and look where I have to go. I was so happy when I found the Lost Treasure add-on, which will mark survey and treasure map locations on your map and compass with an X. In the add-on options you can customize the icon look and size and you can turn off or on survey or treasure map locations. Master Merchant is a really heavy add-on for your PC. But if you want to be a serious trader in Tamriel, you should consider to get this add-on. It will help you to find the right prices for your goods. Since Master Merchant takes the prices from the guilds you are a member in, it can be that you will not have prices for every item. If you miss a price, you can ask in your guild if maybe someone else has the Master Merchant price. This add-on has a lot of options you can customize. Options you should maybe consider are ignore outlier prices and auto-advance to next page. If you have login problems, you should consider to limit the history size and delay the initialization. Master Merchant not only provides you with pricing tooltips, it has an overview about all your sales in every guild, your sale rank in your guilds, and how much taxes you had to pay. You can see every item you sold, the buyer, which guild, and the time you sold it. With the reset button you can clear your Master Merchant history, and it will get from the server fresh data. This you should consider to do frequently, since the prices can change fast in Tamriel. Multicraft is a great small useful add-on if you want to craft or refine big amounts of materials. This add-on adds a spinner to all crafting professions and allows you to craft as many items as you can create with only one click, instead of having to click each time you want to craft an item. At the crafting station, use the minus or plus buttons or mouse wheel or simply type the quantity you want to craft. Hold Ctrl, Alt or Shift to jump 10 by 10 to go even quicker. Then click Refine or Craft and wait that the crafting job is done. Multicraft is a really small add-on but makes your life so much easier. Potion Maker is a super add-on for alchemy. It will provide you with an extra interface for potions and poisons. You can look for specific traits and ingredients or filter for daily Writ quests. You can create your own favorite list for potions and poisons you want to craft frequently. Potion Maker is also a good help if you want to discover all alchemy traits. I used this add-on already for a long time and I'm pretty happy with it. Research Assistant adds little icons to your inventory list. Next to your weapons and armor you will see an orange icon if you still need to research this trait. A yellow icon will appear if you have already an item with the same trait in your inventory. You will also get extra icons for Intrisate and Ornate items. Research Assistant is marked as outdated, but for me it works still without any problem. Next we talk about the add-on Sky Shards. This nice add-on will place Sky Shard pins on your map. Sounds like a small change but makes your life a lot easier. In the add-on options you can choose what icon and icon size you want and that the pin gets displayed on the compass. Recap on the skill panel that you choose between Basic, Detail and Advanced. At your skill overview you can see with Basic just how many skill points you need to get a skill point. Detailed shows how many skyshots you collected from the 381 skyshots in the world. And Advanced combines basic and detailed. T-Emote Extended is not really a must-have add-on, but if you are like me and you forget all the time the emote comments, you can use this small add-on. As you can see, it is just a long list of emotes. With left click you can activate it, and with right click the emote will be placed to your favorite emote group. Also, you can activate that you can use your favorite emotes via a key, and the add-on will pick randomly an emote from your favorite list. No Thank You is a nice add-on which lets you silent redirect different messages and notifications. I was looking for a tool to block the messages from Cyrodiil, and this add-on does a great job. As you can see, there are many options what you can change, like guild notifications or block different dialogues. There are a lot of options what you can turn off and on or redirect to the chat or as notification. You can find a compact description on the ESO ADDONS page of the No Thank You add-on and see if this add-on is interesting for you. In general, if you are looking to block some notification in-game, this add-on can probably help you. Last but not least, we have two add-ons from Wykit. Wykit Toolbar and Wykit Enhanced HUD. The toolbar adds to your game a customizable and movable toolbar. You can display your clock, ping, FPS, alliance points, gold, backspace, soul gems, horse timer, research timers, level, experience, werewolf and vampire experience bar, character name, class and race. In the options you can use the mimic option to mimic another character's settings for this add-on. Wykit Enhanced HUD gives you some options to change the look and position of your health, magicka, stamina and the enemy bar. You can switch the font, colors, and you can decide if you want to see by numbers and percentages how much resources you have left. Again, you have the opportunity to mimic your settings to another character if you want to use the same layout. You can probably find similar add-ons, but I use the Wykit toolbar and Enhanced HUD already more than a year and I'm happy with them. There are for sure many more great add-ons which I still have to discover. Maybe you use some add-on which I should try out? Also, I wanted to thank all add-on creators for their hard work over all these years. Hopefully you enjoyed my top everyday add-on list for 2017 and found maybe some new add-ons you want to try out. It would be awesome if you subscribe, like or leave me a comment. Have a good day and until next time, tschüss!